Hey guys, welcome to my channel, and in today's video we're going to be talking about when you do buy something on marketplaces and the scam you can be dealing with without knowing. In recent days I put some items on the Facebook marketplace and I've had a lot of interest because they were expensive items. And some of those who were interested in purchasing wanted to pay via PayPal, only to discover that it was a fraud, a big operation up in New York, who would actually tell you that they are interested, offer you even over the asking price, and you will be surprised. Talking to PayPal covered that is not unusual. So watch the video as I share with you what to look for and what to do. You might be surprised because there are some very disturbing and spooky things that I discovered. Experience week I wanted to sell some of my photography equipment because they are pretty heavy and pretty bulky, so I wanted to them rather and get smaller pieces of equipment for my vlog and whatnot. Needless to say that I went on Facebook marketplaces and in very specialized groups for photography and photography equipment. And I was very excited, telling myself that what a great way to sell your equipment for people who need it in the specific marketplaces. But unfortunately, what I'm going to share with you now is really devastating. I received a number of who seem to be interested in the equipment. I was super excited, so I priced everything at a bulk price of $1,600, which I believe is a pretty fair price for a camera, probably 4 or 5 lenses plus a flash. Immediately received a number of responses and a lot of interest, but what I found already very surprising is that they didn't even negotiate the price. They didn't try to price me down.
Wait a minute! Who are you?
In fact, they gave me over the asking price by $100 and $150 to pay for the shipping, which I thought was pretty cool. Super excited, and the transaction seemed to be going just well. I was asked to submit a request via PayPal, which I did right away. An email from what seems to be PayPal stating that I received the money in the buyer's account, so it's in my account. However, I need to send them the tracking number for the shipping. That way they can release the fund to me. Would you get excited with the news like this? I guess you would. I was for a minute. And ship them to New York. The first one is the PayPal dashboard. A few transactions before, and I know that whenever the transaction or there is some action taken, PayPal is pretty good at updating the dashboard. Still seeing that the request was sent and it was never updated to money received or money pending. It was mainly request pending. So that was actually a first red flag. Then I went to the email itself. Something was just not right. I decided to follow my guts. I did call PayPal. The email is a scam and the whole transaction is a scam. And it was disappointing, but I was so grateful that I have seen enough red flags that I acted before shipping the equipment to them. What motivated me to make this video is when I was talking to the lady from PayPal, they told me that usually what customers do is that they ship the items first and then they call PayPal when they don't see the money. At that point, it's a little bit hard to track the packaging back. Possible to get your equipment back or the money back or anything like that. I realized that I needed really to do a video because as a PayPal user, as a pretty aware person in the internet world and even street world, I tend to be very much on alert about scammers. And if you want to see my video about scammers in Istanbul, here is a link There are scammers everywhere, and I believe that we need to build some level of awareness and share people what to look for and what action to take in order not to become a victim.
What are we looking for? What do we look for? Anytime there is a phishing situation from the buyers or the prospect buyers, there are a few red flags that will make you think twice before you send your items out. First red flag is it's too good to be true. So anytime there is a scammer coming in play, they will offer you an irresistible offer. What does it mean? Don't negotiate down, and normally they just go over the asking price, like in my case, $1,600 for the cameras, and then let's offer her another $100, $150 for shipping. If it's too good to be true, pause and think. The next red flag that will make you suspicious about the transaction. As a PayPal user, my clients would send me a payment via PayPal, and then it says payment pending, and then I click on payment pending, that I receive it or whatever action I'm taking, and then the dashboard is updated to money received. Be an update on your dashboard to see the funds and the action you need to take to complete that transaction. Aware of that, because when you deal with these scammers, what they ask you is send me a payment request via PayPal, which you do, and then they will send you an email showing that the money was sent to your account, but nothing is showing on PayPal dashboard. Red flag is definitely where that email is coming from. An email coming from PayPal will say service@paypal.com, whereas this one comes from a completely different address, and they communicate with you as dear customer PayPal, who addresses you by your name. This is another discrepancy that I noticed during the transaction. This next red flag is about the transaction that I received in an email and the one that I actually initiated by requesting the payment are completely different. These are the few red flags that I noticed during my transaction, and that made me actually stop, and instead of shipping my items, to hold on anything and call PayPal. I called PayPal my suspicion, and they told me that it was a scam, shouldn't be sending them anything. So informed me that a lot of the people who call PayPal, they do it after they ship the item. So do not ship anything until you call PayPal and you ensure that the transaction is legit. I decided to make this video to inform people and create some awareness. You ship anything, make sure you call PayPal to ensure that the transaction is legit. In fact, I was told that there was a lady who called the day before after shipping her items, and then when she didn't see the money into her account, she became suspicious. She called PayPal, and there is not much they can do at this point to track the package. This is why these scammers, they request an overnight, because by the time you are even aware of what the heck is going on, the box is already there and your items are gone. You are a victim of marketplace scammers through PayPal, this is what you need to do. Number one, call PayPal before you do anything, before you ship any items, before you follow up with the buyer, and then the money is in your account before you do anything. If that's not the case, make sure you file a claim and you report the address that sent you the confirmation email that you received the funds, and you just need to submit a shipping tracking number before they release the funds. Action is to report the account in the marketplace. That way they close or block that user from ever scamming people again. Of course, they're going to be creating other accounts, but at least you have cleared that one account out of your way. Action to take is to delete the email. The last action that I took, I wouldn't recommend that you do it, is that I went to Google Earth and I looked up the address and I found the store or the business that is connected to the address, and I got even a phone number. So this time I just asked him to confirm the address. After hanging up a few times, I called him again and again that his address is used to receive scammers and stolen packages from customers, and his answer was, I don't care. And he hung up again. Here you have it, guys. If you are a marketplace user and you're trying to sell some items, especially the expensive ones, even specialized groups that make you think that only those who are interested in those items will be there, be careful for these flags and make sure you take the proper action. But the most important thing you can get out of this video, do not ship anything until you speak to the payment service provider that you are using to confirm that this transaction is legit. The video was very informative and very useful to you guys. If you do like this video, make sure you subscribe, and until I see you next time, salam.